So it should be interesting to see the sort of strategies they bring out.
Yeah, I do agree with you on that one. Although I do like Rise's roster for Search and Destroy a tad bit more than I like OpTic in this one. But we'll see. We will see, folks. It's going to be evac, Search and Destroy. We saw this on Uplink earlier. Now we're going to see it in Search and see how this one plays out. Where are going to be the main points of interest for all the players? And who do you want to kick it off with, Merc?
Let's kick it off with Octane. Let's see if he's using that sniper rifle. And he does have that M8, and I believe the sniper is in his back pocket.
Yes,
so.
he does. And it's a thermal, okay? So that's another thing. I wonder if anyone's going to be running smokes. That's something I'm quite interested in finding out.
He obviously has a good idea of where he wants to set himself up. So maybe he has played this map a few times.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're not playing Call of Duty, if you're not doing 2v2 S&D tournaments, man, that's all I'm saying. So I think he did identify someone there. So opting to just go back and, you know, play it slow. Play it slow. I don't like that.
You saw there was 3 of his teammates at B, so he was just trying to back up, but he did get picked off after he repeaked by Crim6. And there's that M8 that just was so important for
Slack falls off the map, too. That's dangerous for them. Karma, though, does get picked off by Classic. Looking over at Classic, he's also going to have a Locust as well. So running 2 Locusts.
Very surprising.
Yeah, indeed. But
somebody's flanking from OpTic. I'm not sure that is. He's creeping up, but
that's
it is formal.
And he's made the call out. Got
one more to his left.
And he did not, like, at this point in time, this guy knows he's pretty much up Poops Creek without a paddle. So there's that one. 1-0 for OpTic Gaming as they clear out that one. A brilliant flank from Formal at the end there. Did not see that one coming until it was the last minute. Crim6, though, with that final kill.
And he's rocking that high caliber.
And you see the comfort with the M8, man.
Yeah.
You see the comfort. Yeah, that's a bright pink gun. I don't want to find out who it is. It's just Formal. Okay.
Yeah, he loves that. He's been using it since
the
game came out.
It's darn near killing my eyes, you know?
Yeah.
And my vision is awful. So right now, Formal pretty much does not want me to commentate ever again. In any case, though, Formal, he is going to be focused in the middle, coming out on top with this one, though. Huge win for him. Has to be cognizant of the player above him, and he's going to pick him off like Duck Hunt, finding Slack. Hopefully the dog can give him some credit there, but good stuff indeed from Formal.
And that was just a strategy that Rise has been doing all day today, just sort of playing super fast, running up the middle, trying to get a few rush kills, and then making their way towards a bomb site.
That was good. That was a really good setup from them. I thought Formal was done with how he got stunned on that one. I pretty much thought that was a wrap, but let's take a look at Formal here. Now he's waiting for the player in the middle. There goes that M8, and the confidence from the M8 from Formal. You can clearly tell a much different situation than what it was last time. Looking over, identifies a player underneath. That's going to be Crim6 with a kill. Classic can't do much. Octane's going to get just wrapped up, all up in that trouble. And now it's going to be up to Looney. That's that player pass. Okay, I was about to say, like, you know, that's the thing. Like, Merc, your expert analysis on that, I think he was hoping that he pushed forward.
Right, he was trying to catch that. He was trying to make that guy go so he could kill the bomb planter, then maybe turn around and kill that second guy.
Yeah.
So he was trying to get the guy off the bomb because obviously if the bomb gets planted, it's an even more impossible task for him in that 1v4 situation.
Very well played, though, I have to say. And let's actually go over to Rise's end here and see what's up with them. Let's run through.
OpTic just playing so well in their Search and Destroys today. As you see, Formal 5-0, Crim6 4-0. Like you said, once they have those M8s in their hands, they just seem, you know, so much more comfortable.
Indeed, they do. Over to Looney. See as he's going to wrap on the outside. I love this play. Love this play because no one has any idea what's going on here. He was not seen at all. If he finds his player and gets that kill, could very well be a huge win for them. Looney gets one, but Octane will fall to Karma. And despite it all, though, Rise have the upper hand with the man advantage. Looking for another player as well. Can Looney come out on top with this one?
And I would have liked him not to see him shoot there. I just think he was a little afraid because I don't think the OpTic players knew where they were.
Oh. No, not at all. But Classic, though, man.
There for the trade. He's always nearby his teammates to make those trades happen. Doesn't matter how aggressive he has to be.
And doesn't matter if it's XR2 or M8, man. But even though that looked like it was a bad situation for Rise, but Slack comes out on top, gets the final kill on Scump, who challenged Classic. And here you can see it right in your final kill cam. great timing, and that's really what it's about when you get to those 2v2, 2v1 situations. It's a hand-holding game, right?
Right, just
you
playing
need to
together.
be near your teammate. You have to trade those kills because that's how you win the game.
Right. I mean, at this pro level, it should be impossible for you to shoot one guy and then have the time to react to that next guy.
Yeah.
It's just not something that should happen at this level.
So one thing to point out as well, Octane 0-4.
Right.
How do you feel about that right now? Because
It just seems like he's getting shut down. I think OpTic's just making a lot of team pushes and almost isolating him. As you can see, he always keeps going to this edge and then has to back up. And OpTic just keeps running at this A-bomb site, just trading so effectively.
Yeah, Octane and Classic have been playing this left side with the Locusts and the Thermals. Formal, though, will fall to Looney, as you saw there on the left of your screen. Formal, though's had a good run so far. I had questioned his S&D before. He's currently sitting at 5-2, getting a couple good kills, a couple good trades there, too. So keep that in mind.
And Looney just went up that side of the map and just pushed him, and he just didn't really care. So maybe that's just a timing Formal wasn't expecting.
But there goes Scump with a stop there, and looking over Slack will get dropped as well. Scump, huge plays out of him. He's currently going to be 6-3, but we're going to stay with Octane here and see what he could do, as him and Class are going to have to work together.
Now look at all of OpTic just moving together, just making a central decision and following that. Now they're going to try and get
here
this
we
bomb
go.
down.
Big play here, potential big play, as Octane creeps around the corner, waiting, but he is going to get spotted. Despite that, though, he does manage to shoot out of there. Scumpy will fall to Classic. Classic, I kept him highlighted on your screen just so you can keep track of him. 2v2 situations. Remember what we said, folks. You got to play. You got to hold those hands in the 2v2. You have to be able to pick up the kill, trade the kills.
And somebody's in a super sneaky spot for OpTic. Let's see if they check these corners.
Oh!
And it does check the corner. Such a good play by Octane.
All up to Crim6, though. Look at coming on top, and that final burst there is going to kill Octane. 4-1, OpTic Gaming.
And Octane
continues
right
to
here,
build.
If Crim6 misses another burst, Octane has a sniper rifle out in his back pocket. You can see he was lining that up. That would have been such a ridiculous
And
clutch.
I want to point out, too, so he had a long barrel on that M8. And that headshot, he was weak. He took a good portion of damage from, I believe, who was that? Karma?
Classic.
No. Who was there crouching, proning on the floor?
I
think that was Karma.
Yep.
Yeah, so he took a good deal of damage, so much so that all he needed was one burst and a headshot to boot. So huge, huge win there for OpTic. Let's actually jump over to Crim's POV, as he's currently going to be the green arrow. And he does find one, but that's his own teammate, so that is not good.
Seth just tried to back up and just jumped right into it.
Please, my teammate. Oh, man. Looking for this, but Formal does manage to get a stop. He's not going to get much out of that one. Karma now. He's got one player above him.
Yeah, right above him. He sort of has an idea. You saw him move up there. Yep, and he does take him out. And he's just going to try and back up to his teammate. So, again, they can play this 2v1 together.
Ooh, this is not good. He went up for that challenge. And one thing that a lot of players have been telling me, and what I've been seeing, I've been seeing a lot of AW tendencies. That right there was an AW tendency.
Yeah.
To go up above that.
Double jump, yeah.
Because you have to think, right? Like, they weren't going to nade him out. He had the ability to run into the doorway because that player who was underneath in the glass did not see him. So he could have kept that alive a little bit longer.
Right, and I think Damon was actually pushing him. So if he could have caught him off guard and made that into a 1v1, anything could have changed. But you're right. I mean, people are just so used to double jumping.
Yeah.
And I think just coming down a little bit faster than what Black Ops 3 sort of promotes, because you just sort of float in the air a little bit.
See, look exactly what Formal's doing. He is taking his time with this, but, he didn't jump out. He didn't try and go for another challenge, right? He just played it out slow. Octane, though, was in that room right in front of Formal. Couldn't do much with it, but there was Classic there just being a nuisance. Now it's going to be all up to Slack. If he loses this one, OpTic Gaming will take game number 1 in this best of 5. Or, excuse me, game number 2. Sorry about that. Old age. Apologies. Just sometimes. You just kind of say things and you run with it. 44 seconds on the clock as well, so he does have time to work with, but not a lot. So he has to figure out what he wants to do here.
And OpTic just playing so well.
Ooh, I think he got spotted. I'm almost certain he got spotted, finding one player above.
And he has an Annihilator as well. He can make a play happen.
He's going for it. He's going for the kills. Let's see if he can get it, though. Looking around, and it's all going to come down whether or not he gets reckless with the challenge, but because he has that Annihilator and they have no freaking idea.
He has to win this first gunfight.
Can't do it, and that's going to do it. OpTic Gaming will take map number 2.
Staying
Guaranteed
undefeated
points.
in Search and Destroy this today.
They've been very impressive in Search and Destroy.
Yes. And it hasn't been like close games. They've been destroying.
Yeah, they've been in firm control throughout this entire competition. Some standout performances, though, from Scumpy, who we did mention before. More than capable, right? A lot of talk about Karma and Crimsix, but yet here's Scump showing why he's King Scump, right?
Yeah, and I think that just comes down to he had a weapon of choice in that
Of
VMP.
comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're going to a respawn game type. So we're going to a respawn game type, Merc. We saw what happens when Rise bans out Scump. We saw what happened when Rise allows Scump to have an SMG.
Right.
Do you allow Scump to have an SMG again?
Or do you get rid of that M8?
Or do you get rid of it? Because you can't have your candy, you need it too, in my opinion.
Right.
Because if you're